Hey, Skull Nation. What's crackin'? You unbreakable purple warriors. This is your ride-or-die Vikings fanatic, straight outta the frozen tundra. Heart pounding like a Brian Flores blitz on game day. Buckle up, because tomorrow's clash against the Commanders isn't just another Sunday. It's J.J. McCarthy's shot at unleashing the beast, playing free and fierce after weeks of mechanics hell. Imagine our kid QB slinging lasers to J.J. without a second thought, turning U.S. Bank into a cauldron of chaos. But with Daniels possibly roaring back and our four-game skid staring us down, can we snap it? I've got 15 pulse-pounding segments unpacking every angle, predictions, matchups, fan vibes, all Vikings news gold. Who's believing in a purple explosion? Holler Skull in the comments and let's charge. Hold on to your horned helmets, fam. Coach Kevin O'Connell just dropped the mic on all that in-season QB tinkering for J.J. McCarthy. No more drilling base, balance, body position, or posture tweaks mid-season. That's off-season homework now. After months of turning practices into a free mechanics masterclass, KOC's flipping the script ahead of this Commanders showdown. Let's just make the throws. Let's just throw and catch. He laid it out plain. It's all about freeing up our second-year slinger to play loose, instinct-driven ball. No overthinking, just pure arm talent flowing. For a kid who's battled injuries like a Viking raiding party, this could be the unlock we've been begging for. Skull Nation, you feeling the shift? Is this the reset that turns JJ's rust into rocket fuel? Picture McCarthy under those gleaming stadium lights. No fog from the concussion, no ankle twinge. Just him, the huddle, and that cannon arm from his Michigan glory days. He's got 5 games left to prove he's the franchise cornerstone, staying healthy while hitting NFL windows. O'Connell's betting on JJ's feel and adaptability to cover any mechanical hiccups, letting that natural poise take over. Against a Commanders D that's sneaky solid despite the stats, it's a golden opportunity, better than most foes on our slate. But real talk, consistency for 4 quarters? That's the holy grail. What's your gut on JJ's first drive tomorrow? Dink and dunk safety or deep shot statement? Drop your vision below. Let's manifest some magic. Now let's crank the intrigue. Alec Lewis from The Athletic is laser-focused on McCarthy's mindset, angst or all-in freedom. Can he ditch the cringe after every throw, stop chasing perfection, and just rip it? O'Connell's preaching simplicity this week, and if JJ centers up, that arm talent could hijack the game. Sure, lower body glitches might linger, but feel for the moment? That's where legends are born. Lewis isn't sold it's a lock, but the possibility? Electric. With only 5 till 26, every snap's audition gold. Vikings faithful, remember those college bombs? This feels like a bridge back, or a bust if doubt creeps in. You buying the angst-free JJ, or bracing for wobbles? Hit the comments. Your takes fuel the fire. Zooming deeper, Lewis flags the Commanders' fronts as nightmare fuel. Both ways. Washington's O-line mauled Denver's elite D last week, with Laramie Tunsil owning LT like a boss and that interior trio of Chris Paul, Tyler Baiadas, and Sam Cosmi pulling like pros. Cliff Kingsbury's dialing up wild run schemes that could grind our D-line into dust if we're not matched up. Flip side, their pass rush ain't top tier, but Darren Payne's a beast inside, and edges like Von Miller, Preston Smith, Frankie Louvu, and Jacob Martin bring heat that'll test our pockets. Losing the trenches? Recipe for regret. Skull Warriors. Our boys in purple held Seattle's explosiveness to scraps last week. Can Flores scheme another trench war win? Who's your pick to dominate the mud? Hunter or Payne? Let's debate. Shifting to stadium sizzle, Kroksinski nails the vibe check. U.S. Bank could turn toxic fast. Us Minnesota fans? Cynical as a December wind. Disappointments are default after sky-high hopes for this squad and JJ crashed into a 4-game wall. If the offense sputters early, boos might rain like confetti at a funeral. For an impressionable 22-year-old QB, that's brutal pressure cooker stuff. We've got history of high expectations biting back. Remember the '08 hype hangover? But hey, that's our passion. It fuels the roar when it flips. Skull Nation, tomorrow's our chance to lift, not lacerate. Will you chant through the rough patches, or join the fray? Be honest in the comments. Let's own this energy. Most intriguing clash? Lewis pits Brian Flores' Chaos Crew against Kingsbury's Bag of Tricks. Washington's offense ain't easy meat. Even sans elite QB. Creative as hell. QB runs behind sneaky pullers, screen game spraying everywhere. Red zone TDs hotter than Phillies. Second best clip league-wide. They'll even flex Deebo Samuel Wildcat style for short yardage brainbusters. But RD? Primed after stuffing Seattle's big plays to a season low. If it's Marcus Mariota under center, Flores keys run stuff. Daniels back? Pocket disruptions the gospel. Vikings news hot take. Flores blitzes could feast on their rhythm. Who's winning this scheme showdown? Flores mind games or Kingsbury's illusions? Your prediction? Purple pride? Kroksinski counters with Christian Darrisaw versus his own body. Man, what a saga. This LT's been a revolving door all year. Status flipping weekly, even quarterly. Missed Seattle last week. Full go Wednesday, DNP Thursday, classic tease. When healthy, he's the anchor making our O-line elite. Without, sacks and stutters galore for a struggling attack. Donovan Jackson and Ryan Kelly banged up too. McCarthy and KOC are praying for that left side fortress to hold. Early game, watch his edge sets in the run. If he fades, it's rotation roulette. But starting don't mean finishing. Fans, Darrisaw's our unsung hero, healthy all game, or another heartbreak. What's your worry level? Chill or code red? Sound off. Kroksinski twists the knife with Adam Thielen's full circle folly. Season kicked off with him ditching Carolina chaos for Viking stability, a heart-warmer for the ages. Helped early while Addison healed, scripting that fairy tale finale at home. Now, Panthers hunt playoffs with Bryce Young surging. We're the dumpster fire. Thielen's drops and healthy scratch last week? Rough. Asking out to Pittsburgh instead of closing purple? Ouch, sums our derailment, especially after we traded assets for him. 8 catches, 69 yards total? Underwhelming echo of the mess. Vikings faithful. This stings like a 98 rerun. What's the lesson? Vet signings bite or just bad fit? Would you have kept him? Comments. Let's unpack the irony. Data duel time. Let's geek out on the numbers painting this purple versus burgundy brawl. Explosive play rate. Vikings middling at 12th offensively, but D-clamps at 8th allowed Flores magic. Success rate efficiency. We're 22nd pushing the ball. Commanders 25th grinding runs. DVOA adjusted for schedule strength. Both bottom 5. But Washington's skid screams exploitable. 7 straight or less. Blowouts to Chiefs, Lions, Seahawks, Cowboys. Pass D for him? 31st, 254.9 yards per game gifted. Our O-line leaks, but home cooking boosts us 4 of 6. Skull stat heads, this screams low-scoring slugfest. Over under 37? I'm under, but JJ Free could flip it. What's your data-driven edge? Run game or air raid? Break it down below. Prediction pulse. Alec Lewis ain't buying Viking victory. Commanders 23, Vikings 19. He cites their front's problem-causing chops despite 30th explosive D ranking. Until JJ proves competent QB play, it's tough sledding. Fair? Brutal, but echoes our skid. Offense averaging 18.5 PPG in his starts. Washington's leaky but sneaky. No faith in the kid yet. As a homer, it burns, but Lewis knows ball. Fans, you riding with the doubter or defying? Does this light the fire for a statement W? Tease your score, Vikings by 3? Let's counter the narrative. Heartstrings tug. McCarthy versus Daniels, the 24 QB draft duel. JJ at 10, Jaden at 2. Both rookies turned vets in the trenches. Daniels might return from injury, that dual-threat nightmare we schemed for. McCarthy's cleared, simplified, but his 54.1% clip, 10-pick scream growth pains, 929 yards, 154.8 average, 6 TDs but Rust City. Daniels? Rookie of the Year flash faded by health but if back pocket poison. This ain't just a game. It's mirror match destiny. Vikings diehards, who you got thriving? Our Michigan Mauler or LSU Lightning? Fate or fire? Comment your QB crown. Fan fire finale. Wrapping this saga, from Mechanics' Mercy to Matchup Mayhem, JJ's Quiet Fury to Trench Terrors, Data Dives to Do-or-Die picks. It's all fuel for tomorrow's Forge. 4 to 8 grind is tempering steel for 26. But AW here? Pride restored, draft sweetened. McCarthy's freedom? The spark. Commander's slump? Our supper. Skull Nation, you've ridden this roller coaster with me. Now roar it out. Boldest prediction. JJ 250 yards. 2 scores? Or Jefferson 150 explosion? Smash like if you're locked in. Comment your game-changer takes. Subscribe for non-stop Vikings news drops. Share with your crew to spread the purple plague. Turn on bells, we're building this empire together. To the dome. Charge. Skull Vikings. Victory or Valhalla, we feast.